Whenever I'm watching a TV show or a movie where there's somewhat of a mystery, I love trying to think what's about to happen, what's coming. I love seeing the bigger picture of things. And I think as we progress through Advent and we look forward to Christmas, we can't help but see the bigger picture. We can't help see what God is doing, both in salvation history and in our own lives. In the book of the prophet Isaiah, we hear this passage this Sunday about how out of this stump of Jesse, a root shall spring up. This hope that God is going to do something big. But I love the fact that first God speaks through the prophet Isaiah and says, really, it's out of the stump of Jesse. I don't know if you've ever had to deal with a tree stump in your yard. They're kind of annoying. If you don't deal with them, sometimes you can get insects and different things, but they're really hard to get rid of. You can cut down the tree, but oftentimes that stump remains because the roots remain deep in the ground. And it's hard to get rid of this stubborn stump. And sometimes it can look like, everything is a mess. Everything is bleak in our lives. And I think this is the story of salvation history, not because God had somewhat disappeared, but because of our own unfaithfulness. It looked like the growth was dead. The tree was gone. There was no hope. And I think we could feel like that at times in our lives. Maybe you've messed up. Maybe you've done something where you feel far from God. But the reality of the Old Testament is the reality for us today. As we progress through Advent, I want to encourage you and remind you that the story of Advent is the story of restoration. It's the story of God's faithfulness despite our unfaithfulness at times. God is faithful. He has this beautiful plan. And sometimes we just need to take a step back and see He's at work. See that He's got something bigger and better than we could have ever imagined ahead of us. And ultimately, what is that root? What is that comes out of the stump of Jesse? What comes out is this beautiful shoot. It's the person of Jesus Christ. And so today, I just want to invite you again to take whatever is going on in your life, wherever you feel like maybe you thought something great was going to happen, but it's not there. Or maybe you've messed up and you can't fix this relationship, or you've struggled with this thing so much that you've just said, this part of me is dead. Would you take that today and give it to Jesus? Would you allow Jesus to speak into that today?